Genevieve Perino, an attorney at Burger Law, and I'm here with my client, David. David, tell us a little bit about how you got injured.
I was at a work. I was driving around for my work in my work truck, and I was stopped at a stop sign, and a elderly woman was doing way over the speed limit in a small area and slammed into the back of my truck. And I drive with my leg propped up on the kind of the console next to the door, and it kind of slammed it into the front inside of the truck and the door of the truck, and had problems with it ever since.
So did you hire our firm for a WorkComp claim because this happened on the job, or for a civil claim against the person who hit you?
Honestly, I didn't know. I came in not knowing, which thankfully for you, you explained a lot and ushered me to the right direction, thank God. And that's where we landed.
Yeah, so when somebody gets hurt on the job in a car accident, and you have somebody else who could be at fault, like a rear end collision, something of that nature, you can have a claim through workers' comp and also against the person who hit you. But it's very tricky because if work comp pays your bills, then they're entitled to some of your settlement against the person who hit you. And then so how many different settlements do you have? Do you know from this?
3.
Okay, so we had the settlement against the at-fault driver who hit you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then did you have underinsured coverage on your personal car?
I did, thank God.
And did we get a settlement through that?
Yes, ma'am.
And then was there underinsured coverage on the company vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And we got a settlement through them?
Yes, ma'am.
And then finally, very small settlement from WorkComp, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because by the time that they got paid back, we knew WorkComp would be smaller, but fortunately, there was a lot of insurance on the other civil claims.
Genevieve, how'd you figure out how to get 4 different claims? It's amazing.
Just, through experience, having been here, part of our value added is to explore every option. It might not always work that way. Your underinsured carrier could say there's an exclusion if you're driving on the job, but we're gonna look into all the options just to make sure.
Dave, do you ever expect you'd have to make 4 different claims?
No.
Were you surprised that there was that much coverage, that many different avenues to get a recovery for you?
Absolutely, yes.
And how was it working with Burger Law and Genevieve in terms of having all this explained? Because this is some complex stuff. Lawyers don't even understand this. I asked Genevieve that question before because people don't understand. Genevieve's amazing. I mean, this is a real value. Sorry, go ahead.
If I'm honest, even to this date, until Genevieve sat down and just explained everything to me, I was lost. I mean, just my wife tried to explain this to me because she knows way better than me about some of this stuff.
She's to your right, but I won't move the camera because I told her I wouldn't.
Yeah, she will murder you.
No, she won't. She's a sweet, kind woman.
And up until this date, I really didn't even understand all that was involved and all the different things that come into one picture at the finality.
Right. There's a lot going on. What are you here to? Can I ask? What are you here today for? Why are you here?
I am here to pick up pretty much the last check.
How many checks have you got?
3.
That's awesome. I guess you don't worry about the details if you could just keep coming for checks. Huh?
Exactly. I mean, that's always a nice thing.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Right. Well, are you happy with what Genevieve and Burger Law did for you?
Couldn't be more happy. Genevieve was absolutely amazing. Through this whole ordeal, she kept in touch with us. She tried to explain in detail in some emails how the adjustments were and where the money was going and who was getting paid what and she broke it down so well. It's just, I'm from New York and it's done differently, and I couldn't get that out of my head.
New York is different.
Yes.
Law. But aren't her emails amazing and detailed?
Yes.
They are. It's true.
Really
I get them all. They're amazing.
It really was, because ultimately, the last email my wife was reading, and she was like, something's off. Like, all the other emails didn't add up to her. So she actually figured the math out prior to us coming here, and she's like, don't expect what it said, because that's not right.
I left out our attorney fee on the very last email. I was like, but I figured it out. I was
You're
like,
good. You're not. Don't do that.
Yes, but everything worked out fantastic. Genevieve is amazing, and she kept, like I said, she kept in touch with us every step of the way. And I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. You guys are very patient and understanding and great to work with, and I'm glad that we were able to help you out with this one.
Wow.
Would you recommend Burger Lot other folks?
1,000%.
And you say you do?
Yes, I do.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.